We play. We be us. We be special. We smell greatness. We finish strong. Yes. From the top. 1, 2, where it is. Where it is. Where it is. Where it is.
This is the Crescent City Connection Podcast, bringing you the hottest takes from the 504 to the 225.
What's going on, guys? Justin here with the Crescent City Connection Podcast. I got Bobby, Blake, and JJ with me here. We're going to discuss the brutal Saints loss this past Sunday at home in the Dome against the Falcons, where I guess we were all just pretty much still in the bye. But let's just jump right into it. I mean, was Sean Payton outcoached in this game, JJ?
I definitely think he was outcoached. Well, Blake was saying earlier, we was talking about
he proposed to his girlfriend, and he pretty much he
took a honeymoon.
He might have just took the weekend off and just kind of blew the game planning off for a couple of days because he figured we could probably beat this team. And
yeah, I mean, they're 1-7. We were 7-1 going into that game. I'm pretty sure nobody thought that we was gonna lose that game. Like, what happened? Like, let's break this game down.
Well, credit the Atlanta Falcons for taking the ball to begin the game. And
before you even say that, don't credit the Atlanta
How
Falcons.
dare you?
Let's be real. They took a lot of time off the clock. They kept the offense cold. They were running it down our throats. We haven't let a 100-yard game this whole season, and Atlanta Falcons came down our throat with it. They were keeping the ball. They were going on for fourth down, getting it. They going on for a long third down and 12, third down and 9, 10, converting it. They were picking on P.J. Williams once Marshawn Lattimore
We still
went
having
down.
a lot of 100-yard rusher though.
Huh?
We still having a lot of 100-yard
Bro,
rusher.
I pretty much disagree with everything you just said.
They had 100 yards rushing.
I
total?
disagree with everything you just said.
Like, I'm saying
we
haven't let 100 yards. Period.
It seemed like we was getting run all over, but our defense was only averaging 3 yards per carry on them. 3. Now, how is that bad run defense? Devontae Freeman had 10 carries for 38 yards. He got hurt. Brian Hill came in, 20 carries for 61 yards. That's 3 yards per carry. The run defense was there. And then you kind of was like, all right, they threw all over us.
I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't say that, but, I mean, you would think that because we didn't allow them to really run the ball. Matt Ryan
182 yards.
182 yards. Marshawn Lattimore went down. I will say, as soon as he went down, Julio Jones caught a 54-yard touchdown.
Yeah, they took advantage of it.
But did he? 180
I'm saying
yards?
he didn't have a catch yet until Marshawn Lattimore went down. Then he had how many catches?
He only had 3 catches.
3 catches.
But he had more targets is what I'm saying.
So what about the targets? He had 3 catches. Our defense played good. It wasn't the defense. I'm going to tell you what lost the Saints this game. Number 1, undisciplined. We had 12 penalties. That was the most we had all year. 4 hands to the face. One of them was very important. We got to stop in the fourth quarter. Like, we about to make a march, and we got to roughen the punter. We gave them the ball right back.
Yeah.
And then I think they scored.
Yeah, that pretty much sealed the game right
Not
there.
only that, the O-line gave up 6 sacks.
Yeah, so we talked about Marshawn Lattimore going down. Another guy that went down was Andrews Pete. We allowed 6 sacks for Drew Brees. The last time Drew Brees got sacked 6 times was 2013. 2013.
I knew it had to be a long time ago because I can't remember the line playing that bad in a long time. Because they were just Brees had 0 time to scan the field.
Yeah, and between Andrews Pete and then Will Clapp came in for him. Out of the 6 sacks, that was 4 of them.
Yeah, Will Clapp played terrible.
Yeah, and so did Pete.
And I mean, credit Traquan Smith for that amazing catch where his helmet came off. But Atlanta pretty much proved we do not really have a second receiver. Ted Ginn dropped every ball. Traquan Smith dropped, I think, 2 balls. I mean, Michael Thomas has 13 receptions. Jared Cook finally coming alive. But we don't have a number 2 receiver.
Bro, I said it in the last
hurting
podcast.
Us.
Once defenses really start to focus in on our offense, especially it's going to happen in the playoffs, you can't have just one receiver. Like Bobby just said, Michael Thomas had 13 catches. You want to know the next highest catches from a receiver was Traquan Smith. 1 catch. The catch that he got his helmet popped off.
Well, Cook had 6 receptions.
That's not a receiver.
That's
not a receiver. I'm talking about wide receivers. Yeah. It went from 13 to 1. Ted Ginn had 0 catches. Wow. He had 2 to 3 blocks. Traquan Smith had at least 2 drops.
Yeah, it was
And the problem with
it's
that
hard.
is then you can't throw the ball, so you can't run the ball. So Kamara looks like he did.
Yeah, but
diddly.
Kamara can't do nothing when you're giving him 4 carries.
Right.
He had 4 carries for what? 24 yards, 6 yards per pop.
4 carries.
6 yards per pop.
And it's not like Murray had 15, 20
What,
carries
you
either. He
talking
had 5.
Murray's a volume guy. When he's got 20 carries, he's just getting going. So
works best
you
in the
can't get in
fourth.
any kind of rhythm like that.
Right.
There's 5 carries. What's he gonna do
Well,
with
like
that?
I
He's
was
just,
saying, you
just
can't-
warming up.
You can't pass the ball, so
And
Well,
like,
that's what I'm
obviously you
saying.
can't run the
That's
ball.
why I think we got outcoached. What is Sean Payton doing? We threw the ball 46 times. We ran it 11. When is the Saints offense at its best? When the run pass ratio is close to 50-50. 46 to 11. What?
Well, like I said, I believe it was time of possession played a big factor for us. Atlanta held the ball, kicked the field goal. We went down, kicked the field goal, and then they scored a touchdown. Now we're playing from behind, so we got to feel like we're throwing. We're not getting anywhere, giving the ball back to Atlanta. Atlanta scoring again. Now we're really playing catch up, so we're throwing the ball more. We don't have a receiver to throw the ball to. Alvin Kamara's being targeted. 8 catches, but it's all from swing passes. He can't. The linebackers are pretty fast on him. They know to when he comes out the backfield.
Kamara's not 100%.
Exactly. So therefore, our game plan was just shot from the get go. We were playing catch up. Every time we got the ball, we felt like we had to hurry up and score instead of doing our thing and taking the time away from them too. Atlanta, we just kept giving Atlanta the ball, and it wasn't like they were just constantly doing things. They were converting on 4th downs. We were holding them to long plays, and they would just get lucky sometimes or a penalty, like you said. And then we would shoot ourselves in the foot on offense, going in for 4th and 1. We think they jump off sides. We jump off sides. Now we got a punt. We did that twice. We just really kind of shot ourselves in the foot throughout the game when we had our chances.
I disagree. We were never down to the point. We were never down at a big deficit to where we just should have abandoned the running game. I mean, we were down by what? Like
7 at a point.
7. I'm talking about we ran the ball 11 times.
Oh, I know.
We were never down to the point where we should abandon the running game.
didn't say
I don't know
we
why
should have,
we stopped running.
but we did.
I don't know why we stopped running the ball, especially when Kamara was averaging 6 yards a carry.
I know.
What were you doing, Sean Payton? You was still on your honeymoon with your newlywed.
yeah.
I mean, and then Taysom Hill only came in a couple times, and when he came in,
Taysom Hill threw a bullet to the sideline.
And
Great
that
match.
looked like Moss's catch.
It
Michael
looked
Thomas's
exactly-
little
yeah.
tiptoe catch.
It looked like a mirror of Moss's catch because it's on the opposite side of the field. But that's exactly
That was a
what,
great throw. by
It was a
Taysom.
great throw.
But now
Great
that the
throw.
trade deadline is over with, we have to go look to bring a wide receiver in.
And it's not going to be Antonio Brown. I'm tired of hearing that.
No, it's not.
They're not going to bring that cancer.
I wasn't even going to
No, you
bring
could
that
ruin
up.
a team
I
like
wasn't even
that.
going to bring his name up. I thought Des Bryant, of course.
If they don't at least pursue Des Bryant, something is wrong. He's healthy right now. He's about to be looking for a team. He wants to come back to the Saints. This dude is 6'2". He's a great route runner. He's got we all know he's got good hands. If a pass touches this dude's hands, he don't drop it. It's been like that since the beginning of his career. And he's also a really good red zone target.
Yeah.
I mean, this year we one of the worst red zone teams in the league. We're scoring touchdowns at only 48% of the time that we're in the red zone. And you compare that to last year, we was at 68% of the time we scoring.
And see,
we scoring in the red zone.
Like, dude, you have Jared Cook. Why isn't Jared Cook showing up in the red
Well,
zone?
we're finally getting him involved.
He
This
had
was
a
his
decent
best
game.
game.
This was his best game by far. But you would think red zone, if you can't go
But
to
we
Mike
wasn't
Thomas.
in the red zone that many times.
No.
Yeah, you're
he
right.
wasn't.
You're right.
And going back to Des Bryant, I mean, he might be over 30 right now, but as far as a number 2 guarding him, I still think he wins that matchup.
I'm taking
could.
him
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Ted Ginn.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. As far
Like,
But
no
as
it's
doubt.
really, he's not going to take Ted Ginn's spot. Ted Ginn is still going to be that
no,
guy
that,
taking the top.
technically that's
That deep-
Traquan
He's going to
Smith.
take Traquan.
Right.
And Traquan ain't doing nothing either.
No,
Right. Well, Traquan's still young. You know what's?
no, that's not an excuse.
Bro, since he got here,
Michael Thomas
problems has
has
been
been a
drops.
dog the whole
Yeah,
time he's been in the league.
I don't want to hear that.
Since he was young.
Exactly.
Michael Thomas has been a hound.
well, Michael Thomas just broke the record again. He's breaking it every year,
Yeah.
but he's got the most catches in the first 4 years of any receiver in history.
Talk about-
and this year's only halfway done, and he's already broke that record.
Talk about earning your money. This guy never takes a day off. He's always playing.
A lot of the
Yeah.
times when these guys get paid too, they kind of
Have
their
a
play dips
drop-off
down.
league.
Like
Drop off the league.
yeah, their best years are usually the contract years, and then they get that contract and their stats go down. This dude's stats are getting better every year.
yeah,
he's
he's-
unguardable.
He's got some of the best hands I've ever seen. I mean, he had I think it was 14 targets and he caught 13 of them.
And it's not
Who
like
does
Drew
that?
Brees. It's not like Drew Brees is like just targeting him over and over and over. He spread
Well,
the ball
he
to
kinda
what?
is.
8 people, 8 targets. We just dropped the ball. We have nobody else that is for surefire like Michael
Well,
Thomas.
he's just beating his matchup.
I understand
He's
that.
always open.
Understand it, but when you're Drew Brees and you throw 2 passes to Ted Ginn right in a row and he drops it, I'm not looking at Ted Ginn again.
Well, that
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
That slant to Michael Thomas is unguardable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nobody
well,
in the
he just
league
trusts
can
him.
guard
He trusts him obviously because he catches every single pass
Yeah,
thrown to
he's
him.
not afraid to go over the middle. We know that.
So,
But yeah, like I said,
And when
the big thing is the offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, they was only giving him like 2 seconds to throw the ball. If he didn't unload, like you said, he would kept swing passing the Kamara and try to get it to Michael Thomas quick. He's looking to Michael Thomas because he knows he don't have much time, and he's the only guy that can get open quick.
Yeah, the
That's why he's got so many
O-line's got to
catches.
definitely get it together. But I'm pretty worried about the Lattimore injury. I mean, you got
Yeah,
the
he's
Bucks
week to
next
week right now.
You got the Bucks next week.
With
And
Mike
hamstrings
Evans,
are nagging,
Mike
too.
Evans will have a field day. If
Evans
on
and
Eli
Godwin,
Apple.
man.
And
Last time we
Godwin
played
did.
Tampa Bay, he shut Mike Evans down.
yeah, no catches.
Yeah, so
And
kind of worried about that.
And Evans already showed that he made P.J. Williams his little toy
Yeah.
before
And
Lattimore came.
Gardner Johnson can't guard the outside.
No. He's still young.
He's
I
a
mean,
nickel,
that's-
though.
He
That's
looks
what he
good.
is.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying. But
looks
he,
good.
He's
Yeah,
not
he
a
looks
corner,
good.
really. When we drafted him,
He's
he's
a
a
safety.
safety.
Right.
And he can also play nickel. He's got good coverage skills. But he's not going to be able to match
He's not
up
there
with a
yet.
receiver on the outside. I don't think
Not
he'll
of that
ever be
caliber.
that. I
Not
don't
of-
think he'll ever be
yeah.
that.
And with the Bucks with Goodwin coming alive, Godwin and Evans, they having a great year.
That's
They
one
could
of the
have a
best
chance-
duo wide
That's-
receiver duos in the whole
They
entire
have a chance
league.
to have a field day.
Without
Sunday.
Lattimore, it's oof.
We just gotta, especially if Lattimore misses, we just gotta get to Winston early. Don't let him ever get comfortable, because you see what Winston does when he ain't comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah,
I mean,
pick
he
city.
might throw 4 picks.
Yeah.
I want to point out Marcus Williams on the defense though, that he is just a ball hog back there. Another pick for another game.
He could have had another
He
pick
coulda had
that
it,
wouldn't
but-
have.
but I
We
think
would have
he
never
got a-
had to roughen the punter if he would have picked
I
it.
think he got a little nervous on that one that he was going to hit the receiver, maybe a little flashback, but he is moving all around back there. He did run when Hooper caught that ball. I kind of had flashbacks to Vernon Davis and Roman Harper hitting him and Vernon Davis falling down, catching the ball in the end zone because he kind of
Let's not talk about that.
yeah.
I got a stat for y'all to get us off that topic. This is the only game in the Drew Brees, Sean Payton era, the only game that we've been held under 10 points in the Dome.
damn.
The only game since we've had Sean Payton and Drew Brees that we scored under 10 points.
Have they ever
That's
been
depressing,
held to
especially for a
zero?
game against Atlanta.
But that's how you know that this game was a fluke. We wasn't ready, and this could be a blessing in disguise. That
Yeah, humble
it could
us.
be a wake up call because we was on a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need these games, and
Take
it's better
this
to
loss
get
early.
this wake up call now
Yeah.
than in the playoffs.
Let me
Well,
tell you one thing. I was at the game Sunday.
Yeah, don't do that again.
I was at the game Sunday.
Bad luck.
Bad luck, yes. But I want to talk a little bit about somebody sitting next to me. So in the third quarter, fourth quarter, this group of guys sitting behind me started a Teddy chant,
Yeah,
trying to take Drew out the game,
Yeah.
put Teddy in. Like
I'm so tired of hearing that.
I'm
dude.
sick of hearing it.
Tired.
It's not even a thought. You know what I'm? You know
To,
what I'm
to
saying?
me,
Like,
if you say that, I automatically say you're an idiot.
you're
You don't know
clueless.
sports, and I'm not listening to
exactly.
nothing you say.
I wanted to turn around and say that so bad, but they're just
Drinking and everything.
drinking and everything. But it's just like, dude, how could you be that stupid?
It's aggravating as a fan for another fan to do that.
Right, like get a clue.
But to be honest, the only quarterbacks in the league, in the whole entire league, that possibly could have succeeded in this game would have been a running quarterback. And Teddy's not that. I mean, Drew Brees had no time. Teddy's not a running quarterback.
Right.
He would have got sacked just as many times as Brees, if not more, because Drew Brees has a quicker release, and he's quicker at reading the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, Brees had 6 sacks. Teddy might have had 8, 10. Dude, he's not even in the same realm.
That's just
Teddy-
that's
it's
being
like-
ungrateful.
They
He's a
should never
game
in
management.
their life put Teddy and Drew Brees in the same sentence.
That's just
being
unless
ungrateful.
you're saying they're on the same team.
He was a
Right.
game management. That's all he
This
is.
guy pulled the franchise out of the pits of sorrow, out of the paper bags over the
when
head.
Drew Brees is done, they'll have a statue
This guy
of Drew
can
Brees.
be the quarterback as long as he wants to, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
He could be the mayor of the city
he'll
and
never
win
get
as
pushed out.
unanimous.
When he wants to
unanimously.
leave is when we get a new quarterback. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I'm not even really that concerned about this game, to be honest.
No,
It's-
it really didn't.
I mean,
shake me up.
this is almost playing out to be like a mirror of last year, where we won 8 games in a row. We dropped one at Dallas, and then we got back on track.
But you
after.
also got to think like this is not only is this a rivalry game. These teams play each other 2 times a year, every year. They know what we're gonna do. We know what they're gonna do. So if you don't get up for these games, you're gonna lose. It's
That's
a rivalry. They
Yeah,
know.
plain and simple.
That's it.
They know your playbook. They know it. So
That's why these next stretch of games, Bucks, Panthers, Falcons, are very crucial leading up to 49ers. Very crucial because it's all division games. You know they're going to play us very hard. It's not going to be an easy game plan that we did against any other team.
And
This is
another
all
reason why
division games.
I was so surprised that we only ran the ball 11 times. Like the Falcons have one of the worst run defenses in the league. It's like Sean Payton just tried to get too cute and was like, I'm going to just throw it on them.
Yeah.
Because they think we're going to run and I'm going to throw it on them.
I didn't understand after a while, like, they getting pressure. Where's the delays, the delayed handoffs?
Where's the screens?
The screens. That's what I was like, let them come to you and just.
Especially when they're getting pressured.
Exactly.
That's the number
So
one
I was,
play call.
I
is the
was
screen.
waiting for that, and just like, no, we're just going to keep trying to toss it downfield, another drop.
And
another
like we're
sack.
saying, we kind of like calm down. You know, this was kind of a fluke game, but don't get it twisted. That was an important game because everybody knows our goal, and that's Super Bowl. Bro, we have to make the road to the Super Bowl and the NFC come through the dome, come through New Orleans. We don't want to have to go to San Francisco.
Yeah, let's not be the third seed and make it hard on ourselves.
We don't want to have to go to San Francisco, and they're still undefeated, right?
They play tonight.
So hopefully,
we'll see
so
by
hopefully the
tonight.
Seahawks beat them. But we're definitely Seattle fans. But look, the rest of these games are important for home field.
Yes.
We need home field.
Speaking of Seattle, they're right behind us because we beat them for the tiebreaker. But if they win, they'll have the same record as us.
Yeah, we can't
So
can't come
therefore-
out sleepwalking in these next games. Like we all know, Tampa Bay, you can't sleep on them. The Panthers, you can't sleep. Then we play the Falcons again. 49ers, the Colts are looking way better than we thought they were going to look without Andrew Luck.
I
And then the Titans just beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, when we play the Colts, they'll have Hilton and Brissett back, so they'll have their 1-2 punch right when they come back to play us. So we have a tough schedule in the back road.
Yeah.
And it's going to be challenging. We need this first round bye for the playoffs. That way we can heal our players when it comes down to it.
But no doubt, I'm definitely on the same page as a lot of people. Don't panic. I think this was just, man, we sleepwalking out that bye week, and we just wasn't ready. Sometimes the bye weeks are a curse because, like I said, we was on a 6-game winning streak. Then you have a bye week, and that kind of messes up the groove you was in.
It messes up your routine and everything else.
Let us get back in this groove, and we're gonna get back to it.